Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Norita James. I'm a clinical research scientist of over 22 years experience. Today I'm going to be talking about how to regulate your sugar through your diet. I know there are a lot of things that cause diabetes. In fact, I have a few videos on where I talked about diabetes, what is insulin, how do they relate, what is fasting blood sugar, what are the kind of tests you can do to be able to ensure that you find out if you're in a pre-diabetic stage. If you want to know all about that, I will link those videos towards the end of this video. In as much as a lot of things like stress, genetics, can cause diabetes. But primarily, type 2 diabetes has to do with your lifestyle. It has to do with your eating habits. And that is why today in this video, I'm going to be talking about different kinds of food that you can eat to regulate your sugar, to ensure that your sugar is balanced, to ensure that in future you do not develop diabetes. The very first food I'm going to talk about is broccoli and broccoli sprouts. If you've been listening to my videos, you know that I'm always all about cruciferous vegetables. And broccoli is one of the best cruciferous vegetables you can ever find out there. A lot of studies, including test tube studies, human studies, animal studies, has shown that broccoli contains a substance called, what is it called? It's called sulforaphane. Sulforaphane is a substance that has the ability to increase the sensitivity of insulin. I have a video where I talked about insulin resistance. That people that are in the pre-diabetic stage and eventually become diabetic have had insulin resistance. So if you're lucky enough to do some tests and you know that you're pre-diabetic, which a lot of people in the world today, they are pre-diabetic, but they don't know because I've not run a test. I have a video where I talked about the kinds of laboratory tests you can do to let you know that you're in a pre-diabetic stage so that you start regulating it with your diet. So as I said, broccoli is one of the diets you should incorporate, one of the food you should incorporate into your diet because it has this wonderful compound that makes insulin more sensitive, makes your cells to be more sensitive to insulin, to be able to push in the sugar into your cells. And therefore, it reduces insulin resistance. And the best way for you to get this substance is either to take the broccoli raw or very low steamed. Do not cook it too much. Low steam it, cook it. Sometimes I chop broccoli into my salad. I just chop it raw like that into my salad because it is so full of antioxidants and it's a very great cruciferous vegetable. The next food I'm going to recommend for a very good blood sugar regulation are seafood, especially fatty fish and sardines. This kind of fish contains very good fat, what I call the good fat. This fat gives you a kind of feeling of fullness. It doesn't make you hungry. So when you eat this kind of fat, it regulates your weight. And of course, weight is directly related with diabetes. Increase in weight. In fact, the study was done with 68 people, I think, 68 people. They consumed about 26 ounces of fatty fish per week. And there was real good, there was a significant improvement in what I call the post-meal sugar spike. Now, when you eat any kind of food, there is a spike in your sugar after a while in your blood sugar. So this particular spike was reduced in this research where people were given fatty fish fish that contains good fat to eat. And salmon fish too is one of the best fish that contains the good fat. So start incorporating salmon fish, sardines, a lot of this seafood into your diet. It will help you regulate your sugar maximally. Another wonderful food you can start consuming are nuts, especially peanuts and almond nuts. These two nuts contain very low carbohydrates. That's why they are very good in terms of regulating your blood sugar levels. In fact, a research was done on about 25 people with type 2 diabetes, and it was noticed that those people that consumed a lot of these nuts had reduced sugar and reduced post-meal sugar spikes that I've just talked about. But most importantly, peanuts and almonds have been shown to reduce HbA1c levels. If you don't know what HbA1c is, I have a video, I think, right here, I will post here, that I talked about the different kinds of tests that you can do to diagnose or to find out if you are in a pre-diabetic state. Because this will help you to start regulating your sugar before you become diabetic. So you go ahead and listen to that video. It will explain to you what HbA1c is. But in summary, HbA1c is a test that shows you how your body is handling your sugar or has been handling your sugar for the past 3 months. So go take your salmon nuts. Go take your almond nuts and peanuts to help you regulate your blood sugar level. The next food that might surprise you, I'm going to mention now, especially for Nigerians or Africans that use this product a lot. They use it, but they don't even know that this product has an anti-diabetic effect. And that is the common okra. If you're a Nigerian, you know of the okra soup. You know you can make and eat with your eba. So today, get to know that okra has a particular polysaccharide. I think it's a polysaccharide that has an anti-diabetic effect. In fact, there are some countries that have used okra seeds. I think it's Turkey. They have used okra seeds as a natural remedy to treat diabetes. So that is how powerful okra is. And okra contains some flavonoids that is called quercetin. Quercetin is not just a flavonoid that can regulate your sugar. It can regulate a lot of other enzymes that also has to do with prevention of cancer. So okra contains this quercetin, a flavonoid. It also contains a very, very important polysaccharide that is anti-diabetic. So start making a lot of okra soup for yourself. But remember, if you're cooking okra, put it at the end of your soup. Once you put it, bring down the soup. Don't even allow it to boil. Once you've cut it, chopped it, and you're making okra soup, once you've done every other thing, let that okra be the last thing you put. Turn it, bring down the soup. Let it still look green. And then pour it into a plate. Don't leave it in the pot. I'm just giving you some tips now. So go start eating okra. Make it part of your diet. Another very important nutrient you should add to your diet to be able to regulate your sugar is the common avocado pear. In fact, I have a whole video on avocado. Avocado is so important. It has a lot of important facts. So just go watch that video on avocado pear and see the amount of things that just taking one avocado a day can do for you. The last two diets, or rather nutrients I'm going to talk about that can regulate your blood sugar levels is what I call the flax seeds. I think I talked about flax seeds when I was talking about the different kinds of foods or nutrients you can take to stay younger longer. I think I'll link that video there for you to go and look at it. But just know that research has been done on flax seeds, and people that take a lot of flax seeds, it has been shown that it has been able to regulate their blood sugar levels and also decrease the HbA1c concentrations. The same goes for beans. Beans is very high in fiber, and also has some very, it's very good in proteins. So beans has also been known through research to reduce blood sugar levels. I've mentioned a lot of common food you can find anywhere at any time. And these are the food you should start taking if you want to regulate your blood sugar levels. In my next video, I'm going to be talking about supplements that has to do with sugar regulation. Because you find that sometimes, even as I've mentioned all these foods, some people still don't have that time to sit and cook and eat it. So are there supplements that actually regulate blood sugar levels? Especially natural supplements? Yes, they are, and I'll talk about it in my next video. See you in my next video.